welcome back. Long time no video. By the time you're seeing this, you'll see some of the work that we've gotten done today behind me. But this will play at the beginning of the video. We've done a couple things here and there since our last post, but I've pretty much just prolonged getting a video out. We've been really busy, so hopefully I'll get a video out from today, either later on today or tomorrow. But maybe I'll put a couple clips from what we've done in the past in the video. I'm not sure yet, but we'll just go over kind of like what I've done since May. I think our last video was just before then. Back in May, we got, I think the last video I posted was our bus guy here. And got the LED lights up, which are super cool. Since then, I've insulated these back walls behind me and got all the wiring situated and kind of out of the way. Then we've framed out the back windows, to put the back walls up. So that's kind of what we're doing today, finishing up, getting the back walls up. Yeah, we just got like super busy. We went on a trip in May. It was my birthday in May. Then our daughter's birthday too. And yeah, super busy. But I'll kind of explain what we did for these back walls. It was kind of tricky. Honestly, this is like the trickiest part we've had so far. And knock on wood, it's been the trickiest part going forward too. Kind of show you what we did here. So under these, we made these angle pieces. I didn't want to have to worry about how to make something round, so we just squared them off and made them at an angle. Using just thin, we're just covering the walls with thin, like 1/4 inch sanded plywood. I don't want to use anything thicker because the more thickness, the more space it takes up in the bus, and it's just a wall. It's not anything structural, so it doesn't need to be anything thicker than that. See over there, we got our outlet framed out. Basically, we went to Home Depot and got it's basically floor protectant cardboard, so it's not as thick as normal like box cardboard, which we were going to use, and I'm glad we didn't because it would have been too tricky to like form to the walls because they're at an angle. So floor protectant cardboard, it's in the paint section at Home Depot, probably Lowe's too. It's thick enough to not move and be able to cut out a frame, but bendy enough, pliable enough to form to the wall and be able to work with the angles and curvature of the wall. So basically just measured the back walls here, cut that to length and width on the cardboard, then stuck the cardboard up onto the wall, taped it up there, and cut out the windows. We kind of did a rough cut of the windows and then used the flush trim bit to make them actually perfect to the window, and then use liquid nail and our nail gun to secure them to the wall. So. Right now I'm just using electrical tape, and I'm kind of covering up the screws because they're very sharp, and I don't want the wires to move around and scratch against the screws while we're driving, and so it punctures like the wiring. So just trying to get them covered up, make it safer. Alright, so I'll kind of show you our plan of action with these windows. As you can see here, we made them these angle pieces because we didn't really want it. We wanted it to be covered, but we didn't really want to work with it being round. So right now we're going to put a nice piece of thin wood here to go up to the window, and then eventually the angled pieces, and then we'll do one whole piece for this whole back wall so it looks nice and symmetrical. So adding what I said before, or to what I said before, we wanted to get these back walls done because E wanted to get the plumbing started, and we couldn't do the plumbing until we started framing the walls under the bed, because I didn't want to see any of the insulation under the bed. And the fresh water tank is going to go right here, so we needed to frame the walls behind the fresh water tank in order to start running the plumbing. So we have one wall left to put up that Alicia's cutting right now. That will stop at about just the start of this right here. So then we should be able to start framing in our fresh water tank. Yeah, everything's been going pretty smoothly. I bought this big curvature like thing to trace. You can unscrew and screw it to set for the curvature. I actually bought it when we do the front and the back wall, like at the top, to curve it with the ceiling, but it ended up working pretty well with this curve right here. But we just had to piece in some of those cardboard pieces to make it like pretty perfect, and it's actually been working out pretty well. So we're gonna put this last wall in, see how it fits. we have a back wall and a corner. Check it out. Holy. E went to go get our freshwater tank. We plan on mounting that here. And then we can kind of start running our plumbing. So moving along, getting things done today. That's gonna be a wrap on today. I'll show you what we finished up. We went ahead and mounted some 2x to the floor that'll hold our freshwater tank. We gotta go get some eye bolts from the store. There'll be 2 here, 2 on the other side, ratchet strap. 2 ratchet straps going across to hold the tank in place while we're driving. We kind of got our water system laid out, see if it's gonna fit. We'll be working on that next. So just doing some more research, fittings that we have to go buy for the plumbing, and then we'll be running our plumbing next. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Sorry it took so long to post a video, but it is what it is.